Hi, this is EEB Tarot, 2 E's and a B Tarot. I'll be reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of April. I've already pre-shuffled the deck, and Scorpio, even before pulling your cards, I'm going to do 3 cards for the first half of April, 3 cards for the second half of April, and then 3 cards that kind of things that you can focus on to either celebrate or release, depending on how the other cards play out. But as I was shuffling your cards, I got like a here are the cards that I wouldn't be surprised come out if they come out. The Wheel of Fortune, the a 2. I'm not sure if it's a 2 of Swords or a 2 of Wands. But like basically also 3 of Wands. 2s, 3s could be significant. Maybe you've been seeing repeating 1s or 10-10. But 8s could also be significant. Wheel of Fortune is like a cycle change, right? But it's like a karmic cycle change. And it feels like there's a shift happening, and maybe you need to make a decision, or maybe the decision's already been made. Queen of Cups is another one that I won't be surprised if it comes out. Just because it, like, I'm literally seeing them. So I'm like, okay, maybe there's a relationship that is significant where there's a choice that needs to be made with a female in your life. You know what I mean? Could be romantic, or this could be, I don't know. Let's see. But that's what I'm getting. None of those cards could come out. Not one of them. But that's what I got going into the reading when I was shuffling your deck. Okay. 3 cards for Scorpio for the month of April. The first half of April. 2 more cards for the first half of April. Oh. Maybe these are a side note, because all 3 came out together. Let's see. Moon in reverse. Okay. Is this a spillover or in addition to Scorpio? So there's something happening where maybe there's a challenge or a conflict taking place, and maybe the conflict itself was minor, but the end result of the conflict, whatever resulted from it, whatever came from it, was more significant to you than the actual matter itself. You know how people like, it's the principle kind of thing. I don't know. It's something, or it was maybe slightly triggering, which went into other things. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's something that you're aware of. Moon in reverse. This is major for Pisces, but Cancer is ruled by the moon. Wands is here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have Temperance, which is major for Sagittarius. But it's also more water energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have Swords here, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But there's also water in the back of that. So Star is also Aquarius. And the fact that you have the Star and the Temperance both here, there's something about balance. You have two aspects of balance, two aspects of challenge and conflict, and your understanding of it overall. So what are you balancing? A conflict? Is that the thing I saw? Is this a relationship where you're trying to figure out, this is the decision. I said I saw like a two of something, a two of wands, a two of swords. Maybe that's the decision aspect of it. Or not necessarily decision, but like the thought process of it. Weighing out what needs to be done in regards to a matter, whether it's like family members, if you are a parent and you have children and you're trying to get something going on with your kids, that it's a disconnect or a discombobulation. This could be a relationship, a romantic relationship where you're trying to, maybe you're blending families and you're trying to find the most progressive or delicate or productive way to blend them together, to combine, to incorporate. Let's see how this plays into the second week. The sun is at the bottom of the deck. So you have the moon, temperance, a star, three major arcana in just the first half of April. So there is, even though I don't see a choice card, a decision card, there clearly is choices that need to be made. Balance can't take place unless decisions are made. Like that, I don't understand that. I don't understand. I didn't mean to say that. I don't understand what's not to understand. Not to say that y'all don't. I'm talking to myself, but ignore it. But with the sun and the moon, again, that's that balance. And the moon in the upright is confusion, distortion, solitary, isolation, just a unsurety, like, you know what I mean? But it's in the reverse. So it's like these are the things that are not present. You know what I mean? And that's maybe, even though, like I said, it didn't come out, but at the bottom of the deck is the sun. This is something where you are going into this. This is why you're able to provide this balance, or address the conflict, because you have a knowingness, a confidence that this is something that should be done. Like the energetic connectivity to even be available to address whatever this is you're if it feels like you are confident in where you are, even with challenge, because you know you're capable of addressing whatever it is, whether it's your own mental or the day-to-day annoyances that may arise. And if that's not something that you're rightfully confident in, which suggests that it is, with, like I said, the energy I'm getting from the sun, but it is stating that you have them, whether or not you've actioned the capabilities, you have them at your disposal. What's the second week of April for Scorpio? 3 cards. Second week of April. You have the 9 of Cups. Second week of April, 2 more cards for Scorpio. Uh-oh. 2 more cards for Scorpio, month of April. Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So that would... You got a fair amount of people here, Scorpio. Can you see? Like... So you got 9 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and 9 of Swords. Is this... Nine of Cups is like a singular energy, where it's you are emotionally sound within yourself. It's not the 10 of Cups, right? And even if it's not necessarily just you, I feel like it's you, because you know what I mean. Cups is Scorpio, water energy, and this gentleman feels like looks like he feels pretty good about himself in that bench made for one. But I saw Queen of Cups and this 3 of Cups. I saw Queen of Cups in my mind's eye, but the 3 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck here. Are you trying to decide if you want to collaborate with someone, and maybe you're reflecting back on times where getting in these type of situations it just gave you anxiety. It was too much to deal with, and maybe you had to really maybe there was egos involved, and you had to really stay centered within yourself to navigate it. And now you're contemplating, like, okay, here's you're looking at yourself, the 7 of Pentacles, looking at yourself sitting very like, I'm, you know, what's like, look, I'm the king of the castle. What's it like? You know, oh, look at me, I'm the king of the castle. It's like sitting like that, and you're watching stuff like, I don't know, I got it pretty good with how things are for me right now. But, you know, I know that, and thinking back on, you know, past things when I've tried to navigate collaborative efforts, you know, it kind of, I feel like that's you kind of anticipating past situations. Are you happy you're out of it? Are you needing to Are you happy you're out of it? Are you currently trying to navigate it? Like what? What is this all connected to with Scorpio? The balance, the do you want to stay out? Let's keep you out. The balance, the conflict, the challenges, the contemplation, the singular energy, the solitary. What is it all encompassing? What's it all connected to? Give me 2 cards for clarity. Yeah, this feels like the Tower and the 5 of Pentacles. This feels like something is requiring a shift in your, something is requiring, man, 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Something is requiring a shift in your lifestyle. Whatever that is, it's calling for a shift. And I feel like you being a Scorpio, water sign, that intuitive, tapped in water nature, even in an unhealed place or reflecting back on an unhealed place, you still have a sense, or still have a sense of knowing about when something is just not, it's just bad business, right? It's just not good. It's just not, it'll disrupt the flow of being, you know, the 9 of Cups and the Temperance and the Star. Like there are things that could suggest a disruption of the flow. And what is that like? You're skittish, but still assessing. I don't know, Scorpio, like I was expecting to see a choice card, something. 3 of Cups could suggest that, you know, the choice was made. You went from the 2 of Cups to the 3 of Cups, and in an even exchange. Maybe you're in a situation where you're single, but third party energy as well, that it's very casual. You keep things casual with the company you keep, and light and fun and flirty, and it feels nice. And when you start trying to when your balance is disrupted in that, it starts to make you want to assess the situation as a whole. And if you are assessing this conflict combined with past circumstances and experiences, and that part, like the next part is like, and what you're deciding to not, you're like, okay, I'm gonna move forward, but at take this route. Like, I don't, it's a lot of understanding and thinking and knowing and actioning, but like not though. It's like, okay, 3 cards for your things to celebrate or release for the entire month of April. 3 cards. Empress. This feels like it's a relationship. It does. Empress is major for Taurus. It is also a 3. So this definitely feels romantic. This definitely feels romantic with the Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. Is this you and somebody else's energy together? Like maybe you both are seeking, like you're so in the you're so pulled into the energy of this that you all's thoughts are overlapping in the situation, where but it's like the same but not the same. You know what I mean? Temperance and the Star. The 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. Like maybe there's like just some little 80-20 rule of the connection where it's slightly different love languages, but not like different languages on different continents. You know what I'm saying? I think that there's an attraction to whatever this is. There is a desire for it. But getting caught up in fantasy and delusion and losing the balance creates discomfort for you. Maybe contemplating I don't know. And it's the 9 of Swords. Like there is no decision. That's where this is. It's like it's not like it's just in your head either. Because it's only the 5 of Swords is here. This is you doing a lot of stuff, kind of factoring in the thinking part of it, or maybe even the communicating part of it. The only swords you have are ones that are not clear, confident, concise, like just not, it's not the most ideal forms of thought or communication. But there's a lot of actioning happening. There's a lot of balancing happening. And the balancing doesn't necessarily, 3 of Cups, have to be a good balance. Maybe it's like a balance that works, but is it healthy? Is it a toxic balance? And it seems like the lack of talking is, or thinking or assessing, is being replaced with other energetic exchanges, if you understand what I'm saying. I feel like there's also a contemplation of like, what does this person, what is it that they are offering, even if it's just one, even if it's you assessing this individually with each individual person that you may be collaborating with, or it's one specific person that you're being pulled or asked to focus on. I think the question you're asking yourself, in lieu of a decision being made, is what is it that they're offering me that's better than what I already have for myself? Which, I ain't gonna lie to you, is pretty on point for Scorpios. But I don't know if this tower is, you think, no, it came, so, because I'm like, I don't know if this is you, maybe, I don't know if this is you thinking back on like I said, on past things, Nine of Swords, or it's to come. I feel like it's you thinking back on past things, like, you know, you've been around the block and you know, you're anticipating the outcome of these things. But the whole self-fulfilling prophecy, or especially when it is done in a, like a, what's the, like the, a douchey way, you know what I mean, or like a gross way, or a just a, ew, you know what I mean, like when you do something in like a ew way, like a just, you do what, you know what I mean, like that, like it that karma comes back around, that energy, that karmic energy comes back around, and it don't be dharma, it be karma, you know what I mean, it don't be the positive things. Like this tower, the tower is pretty significant, so something has taken place in the past where in the month of April is kind of bringing that up for you again, and you trying to figure out if you want to continue to grow in this way or in another way. But I don't know, it seemed like you got kind of what you want to do. The Ace of Cups is here. So with the Ace of Cups being here, even if you are or were kind of triggered to this place of anxiety or past circumstances that, you know, set a tone for you, there's relief for it with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is the when combined with the Nine of Cups is 10 of Cups. So what we can release and let go of is towers and the catastrophizing. You know what I'm saying? Making mountains out of molehills, okay? Even though the molehills were actual mountains, right? So making mountains out of mountains, and release these lessons, because you don't have to worry about towers repeating themselves if you learned what you needed to learn from it. It's not gonna come back. And even if it does come back, it won't be a tower. It'll be, I don't know, two aces. These two forms of lack will now become two aces, where they're lessons, and the lessons become blessings, and God rewards that with and his heart grew 3 sizes bigger. What was it? The Grinch? I don't know. You know what I'm saying. Okay. So celebrate, release lack, release temptation of past traumas or fear of being pulled back there. Okay, like you don't need to be afraid of something that can't harm you. You know what I mean? And it can't harm you because you already understand what it is if it does arise. You know what I mean? Like and celebrate what you will be encountering in April, which is balance amongst conflict, whether internal or external, gifts from God, the heavens, the divine, your ancestors, universe, to give you that 10 of cups, even though and that's most likely how you got to the ace of cups with the 9 of cups, is because you feel pretty good about yourself. Even though there's another cup to be had, you are thankful and grateful for the 9. And so you were given, or you will be given, or continue to be given the emotional assuredness needed to get through these moments, of these 9 moments, right? 9 of cups is to get you through that 9 of swords, because 9 is about adaptability and emotional intelligence, hyper emotional intelligence, creativity, high amounts of adaptability, to where you especially with this being water and air, it suggests that it's not earth. You're not rooted to these ebbs and flows. You flow through them and you process them. And when things that are like a worrisome, bothersome to your mental, or the way in which you express or communicate, they may just more so feel like par for the course, where it's not the loudest thing. It's not the most memorable part of the process, even if it's a part of the process. You know what I mean? Financially, it just kind of seems like in the month of April, you're surveying and just assessing and open to the new of what maybe the seasons, because Temperance, there's a lot of fire energy. Temperance is major for Sagittarius, and you have the wands here, Ace of Wands. So it's and the Empress embodies all of the queens. So the Queen of Wands as well. The season, rebirth, spring, things like you know what I mean? You're welcoming in the rebirth, the fresh air, opening your windows and letting the past season filter out, you know, and allowing the new season to cleanse the space. Okay, Scorpio, if you like how I read, like, share, subscribe. Until next time, bye. Thank you.